thank you once again for staying connected. Before getting started, I would like to inform you regarding the ground rules of the session. All the attendees will be in a listen-only mode. However, you have a question box. If you have any queries in between, you can post your questions which our team member will answer. If time permits, we shall also have a Q&A session at the end. This webinar will be going through a 30 or 35 minutes walkthrough with a small presentation and a quick live demo. So, let's begin. Our topic of the day is best practices and consideration for Microsoft Office 365 backup and recovery. Here is the agenda, and in today's webinar, I'm going to talk about why should we need to protect Microsoft Office 365 data, why backup is essential for your Office 365 data, implementing the best practices, and then a small introduction about Rainbow Backup for Microsoft Office 365, followed by a live demonstration and the Q&A session. Moving on to the first slide, the benefits of Office 365. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused millions of people to start working from home for the first time. Office 365 is ideal for this use case. It was built with remote and mobile workers in mind. Office 365 for Business is much more than just Microsoft Office in the cloud. It offers many benefits for businesses like assisting growth, saving money, and much more. Let's have a look at some of the benefits of Microsoft Office 365 here. So, work anywhere. As long as you have a working internet connection, you and your workforce will have the ability to work from anywhere. As it's entirely cloud-based, you can access your emails, files, and office programs from any location. This can help your business as it can drastically increases your productivity. Easy collaboration. In most organizations, working in teams is the way the business operates. Do you have teams that work together on tasks, documents in your organization? Then you will find the collaboration feature of Office 365 super beneficial. Reducing the capital spending. Office 365 is a subscription-based service. This means your organization will be paying a low monthly fee for every user. This is a huge benefit as it can be helpful for a cash flow perspective as plans are typically paid month to month, and it allows the finance team to plan the budget much easier. Eliminates hardware. Because Office is run in the cloud, you don't need servers for your website, email, or document storage. The cost savings are substantial. Removing on-site servers will reduce both energy costs and the need for office space to store server hardware. Stay up to date. Remember those days when Microsoft released new versions of Office and you had to pay the upgrade for the latest version? Those days are in the past. With Office 365, organizations can benefit from always having a latest version of Office at no additional charge. The latest version is always available as a part of your Office 365 subscription. This means no going around to each computer, uninstalling the old version and replacing them with new. So these are the few benefits of Office 365, and it offers some clear advantages over the business. So from online meetings to sharing documents to business class emails, Office 365 delivers solutions that go way beyond the installed version of Microsoft Office. So who is responsible for Office 365 data protection? Is it Microsoft to take care of everything? We all know that Microsoft Office 365 helps companies with advanced productivity tools like Exchange, SharePoint Online, and OneDrive for Business. But what about data protection for Office 365 data? Did you know that keeping Office 365 data safe and compliant is your responsibility? If not, we will check out the next slide for more details. Shared responsibility model. When you purchase a license for Microsoft Office 365, the last thing on your mind is data backup and disaster recovery, isn't it? This is because most people assume that Microsoft is responsible for backing up everything from your calendars, your emails, to the files in SharePoint and OneDrive. This could stem from the belief that everything in the cloud is backed up. To those users who who think that Microsoft is fully responsible for taking care of cloud data, here comes the concept of Microsoft Office 365 shared responsibility model. Microsoft operates on a shared responsibility model with which Microsoft is only responsible for the Office 365 infrastructure and uptime of the cloud and apps within the Office 365, which means if you are currently relying on Microsoft to protect your organization from data loss, your data and your business are at risk. So who is responsible for what? Understanding the importance of data security and availability, both Microsoft and the company officials are held accountable for the same. While Microsoft has industry-leading security measures in place, they only protect you from the natural disasters, power outages, hardware failures that affect their own data center. So, when a user accidentally deletes a critical file, many administrators are forced to face the harsh reality that Microsoft can't guarantee a complete and speedy restore of the file. So, IT admin's duty begins at the data level. Various cloud security risks need to be taken care of. These risks pertain to accidental deletion, ransomware attacks, unauthorized sharing of data, and many more, which we'll be seeing in our next slide. So, the bottom line when it comes to Office 365 is that it's your data, you own it, you control it, and you are responsible for managing all the data and archives within the Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, OneDrive, and much more within the Office 365. So, sources of data loss. The first one is accidental deletion. Protecting, before going to the source, I just want to tell you the few interactions. So, protecting your data in Office 365 is no less important than backing up on-premise data. It is valuable for business data and deserves to be protected as well. Many of the same threats to data in customer-owned data center apply to the data in the cloud also. So, now we know the data is your responsibility. Let's see the few sources of the data loss. Accidental deletion. Did you know that the number one cause of data loss in the cloud and SaaS solutions like Office 365 is accidental data deletion? About 70% of all data loss is due to accidental or malicious deletion by end users, system failures, viruses, or a fire. If you delete a user, whether or not you plan to, the deletion will be across the network, along with the deletion of their OneDrive data, mailboxes, etc. Native recycle bins and version histories used in Office 365 will only protect you from data loss in a restricted way. Retention policy gap. Microsoft Office 365 has minimal retention policy with recycle bin architecture to maintain data loss by unintentional and purposeful deletion. Although Microsoft allows the limited flexibility of business administrators to extend their recycle bin retention time, this feature takes a lot of the space at considerable extra cost. But access to such data is not made available to administrators or end users and is not intended to help with a quick and simple point-in-time recovery of missing data. Businesses wishing to make restoration from any point in time need a third-party Office 365 backup. External threats. Malwares, viruses such as ransom have seriously affected companies across the globe. The company reputation is not only at risk, but also the privacy and the security of the internal employees and customer data as well. External threats can creep in via emails and attachments, so informing users on what to look for isn't always enough. Internal threats. So businesses face risk from inside, and they even happen more than you think. Organizations fall victim to threats by their very own employees deliberately. Access to files can be modified so easily, which cannot be monitored every time by the organization. Microsoft has no way of knowing if the deletion of data is done accidentally, maliciously, or intentionally. So, the consequence of data loss. So now we know that the data is vulnerable. Let's see the consequence of the data loss. What would happen in the scenario where a business has lost all its data due to any of the reasons which I discussed in the previous slide? one thing for sure, the business will regret not having done enough for its data security. Apart from the obvious regrets, the following are be some of the grave consequences that lie against the business that has just lost its valuable data. So your business and employee productivity could get seriously affected. Data loss could impact the productivity aspect of your business. Since we know how critical the data is driving the daily activities of the business, not having access to this data would make it impossible for the employees to work seamlessly. This would continue to be the case until the data has been recovered entirely. In the absence of data, you may even find it difficult to take important business decisions, since most business today leverage data-driven decision making. So in this way, data loss puts the present as well as the future of your business at high risk. Your customers may also lose faith in you. There will be a reputation damage. As you know, it takes years to earn the trust of your customers, but only one unpleasant event like data loss to lose all the hard-earned trust. A business that has been a victim of data loss may struggle to retain the trust and loyalty of its customer, because such an event is often perceived a customer as negligence on the part of the business. If the data that has been lost that of the customers, then this discontentment would only be magnified. Therefore, losing your data would also mean losing your customers. Additionally, a data loss event doesn't stop launching your business anytime soon. So you not only stand to lose your existing customer, but you can also run the risk of turning away the new and potential customers too. Legal ramifications may follow next. Data loss exposes a business to all sorts of legal action, fines, and lawsuits. If the data loss includes customer data, then you may have to face fines for being unable to adhere the data protection related laws and regulations. Shareholder lawsuits are also at risk. Because your business operations are affected in the event of data loss, you could also be sued by your unable to perform the duties that you are accountable for the business. Moreover, you may be sued by the customer who have been directly affected by the data loss. Getting caught up with these legal battles can worsen your already weakened business condition. So at the end, you would eventually go out of your business. So let's hope that this doesn't come to this, but you can't ignore the possibility of going out of the business because of data loss. We just looked at the various ways of business might face the heat of losing its data. There are possible issues on every front: finance, productivity, customer trust, and legal. If a data loss was only temporary, there is still a chance for you to get back to the settled environment eventually. But once the data has been not recovered for a long time, so it is going to get worse. This is going bankrupt or permanently shutting down due to the significant data loss event is also, we are hearing a lot of news for that also. So what can we do to avoid these data loss? Industry best practices, the 3-to-1 backup rule. Even if your facility is well protected, there are still many other threats which are largely outside of your control. So the 3-to-1 backup rule is a good recommendation start to building a new production system, a way to protect your data from loss, corruption, and the control list. Being well prepared in advance is the best data protection policy. The 3-to-1 backup rule is an easy to remember acronym for a common approach to keep your data safe in almost failure scenarios. The rule is keep at least 3 copies of your data and store 2 copies of the data on a different storage media with one of them located off-site. Okay. And then ensure accessibility for your DR site. DR site ensure that operation can continue regardless of any mishap or disaster. They can also function as a means of replicating data from the main site to ensure minimal data loss. A DR site greatly reduces risk to the organization and eliminates the possibility of devastating data loss incidents or a period of downtime that could cripple the organization. In the current disaster scenario, cyber attacks and ransomware have become a realistic new threat resulting in significant outages. The modern DR site, therefore, must cater to the possibility and ensure the logical separation of production recovery from the network access. Scalable solution. Data infrastructure today would be unrecognizable 20 years ago, and the biggest difference is the volume of data. There are more data sources, more metadata, the more location for data. Even as the infrastructure it protects evolves, most backup solutions still reflect the architecture of the past. Therefore, while organizations automate every other part of data infrastructure, backup requires even more manual effort to fill into the architectural gaps. Fortunately, you can leapfrog to the future with SaaS data protection. With a backup architecture designed for the cloud, separating data and metadata, securing the infrastructure of the data, and scaling up and down on demand. Keep your plan updated. No one wants to lose hard work, or orders because of a technical problem with which server or computer, an accident deletion, or because of a malware defacing or hacking. One of the best ways to avoid data loss is to have a good backup system in place. But what goes into development and implementing a good backup plan? What should you backup? How often should you take backups? Where should you keep your backups? How can you make sure the data on your valuable investment is protected? So keep these questions in your mind before preparing a well backup plan for your own environment. And final is the proper training of a DR person. Just like many offices practice fire drills to protect employees, having a well-prepared infrastructure also requires an occasional drill to ensure critical data remains protected. Unfortunately, many organizations don't take the time to plan training the drills, believing it's unproductive or unnecessary. Studies show that 75% of small business have the "it will never happen to us" mindset. But according to a survey, the reality is that half of the small business will never reopen following a disaster. That means if there is no plan in place, it's time to create one. And if a plan is in place, it's time to make sure your employees are fully understanding the plan. So how does Rainbow help? To begin with, let's start with a little bit about Rainbow Technology. We are a fast-growing backup software company. We have more than a decade and a half years of experience in this data protection market. Our customer base is spread across 100 plus countries, and so far we have reached 60,000 plus businesses across the globe. Our strategic partners are like Rainbow created start partnership with industry-leading technology vendors to provide high availability to the data centers with diverse requirements. Our technology partners include data center players like VMware, NetApp, HP, Red Hat, and the public cloud providers like Amazon Web Services and Microsoft. Our customers. Rainbow is honored to serve some of the finest companies in the world. Among our customer base, you will find recognizable worldwide firms as well as reputed local companies. Rainbow is a leading player in the backup and disaster recovery market for small and medium businesses. Our flagship offering Rainbow VDR Suite is a comprehensive backup and disaster recovery solution designed to protect the data across IT environments that include virtual machine backup like VMware Hyper-V, physical machine backup like Windows, Linux, Mac, cloud workloads like AWS, Azure, and SaaS applications like Office 365 and G Suite. Our solutions are extremely affordable and are ideal for business of any size with a tight budget. Rainbow Backup for Microsoft Office 365. Rainbow, with 15 plus years of experience in data protection, offers a reliable and easy-to-use backup solution for your Office 365 mailboxes, calendars, contacts, and OneDrive items. With Rainbow Office 365 Backup, you can backup your mails, contacts, calendars, and OneDrive items, recover data anywhere, anytime, restore domain or user level data, Store your data on-premise or in Wembu Cloud. Export into multiple formats like .txt, .eml, .vcf, and .icf. Replicate your business critical data to any cloud storage. Retain your data for any number of days with flexible retention. Retrieve your data with inbuilt search. Secure the data both in flight and storage with AWS 256-bit encryption. Monitor your backup process through reliable reports. Review and restore your mail and mail attachments. Compile with legal requirements, policies, and regulations. So all in one with Wembu, reduce unnecessary costs and keep your business running all the time. The supported environments are Outlook backup, Calendar backup, Contact backup, OneDrive backup, and Exchange Online. The SharePoint Online and our teams are at the final stage of development and it's almost over and testing. So we are going to release the beta build for the same. So the customers who are interested can just contact us for the beta build for testing the feature of SharePoint Online backup and the Teams backup. And next comes about the on-premise. So you can store your data either on your local data center or in a hyperscale public cloud, that is Microsoft Azure, AWS, Oracle Cloud, etc. So you have complete control of your Office 365 data. And as you store your data on-premise, Wembu helps in meeting your local and legal companies' compliances like GDPR, HIPAA, etc. Wembu Cloud. You can store your Office 365 data in Wembu Cloud. There is no setup or maintenance required. Wembu holds its cloud server in AWS, where AWS ensures safeguarding of your data as per the GDPR compliance. So here are the data centers, and we have 4 data centers around the world: 2 US East, North Virginia, US West, Oregon, EU West, Ireland, Asia Pacific, Sydney. So finally, the takeaways are Microsoft as a shared responsibility model, as I discussed, and data in cloud is still at rest. You are responsible for your data. And being in compliance is being peaceful. So deploying a third-party software like Wembu will help you to stay protect your data and being compliant. So let's have a quick demo to see about Wembu backup for Office 365 and followed by a Q&A session. Okay. To use this on-premise, we have, like I discussed previously, we have 2 versions. One is on-premise version and another is a Wembu Cloud. So you can either keep your backup data in on-premise on your own data center or your own cloud, or you can keep it in the Wembu Cloud. Okay. So to keep it in your on-premise, you have to download a free software available in the website. So once you install, you can access the software with the help of IP address followed by 6060 port number. The default username and password will be admin. You can customize this while installing the product. And here you see backup for Office 365. The first step you'll be doing is adding your domain. Click on Add Domain button here, give a domain a name, and then give the tenant ID. The tenant ID is the ID which Office 365 will be providing you. If you're not sure, you can check with the Assured ID portal. In the overview page, you'll be having a tenant ID. And followed by, you have to generate the application ID and secret key. So here are the steps to generate the application ID and secret key. It's around 12 steps here. Okay. So this step is to give a required permission for Wembu so that we can access your data, Office 365 data, and take the required backup. So you'll be giving certain permissions for us. So once done, you'll be giving our application ID, secret key, and click on Add Domain. Your domain will be added. So you can configure backup to the domain by clicking on Configure Backup. So here with this Office 365 backup, you can add any number of domains. You can you have a multinational company and having multiple domains. You can manage all your domains with a single backup console here. And you can also create any number of backup jobs for each and every domain. So now for demo purpose, I have configured a single domain. So I'm going to click on Configure Backup button. So you'll be getting 2 options: backup the entire domain or go to the backup specific user. This backup entire domain will let you to backup all your users in your domain. So the included items will be mails, contacts, calendars, and OneDrive. So all the users, mails, contacts, calendar, and OneDrive data will be backed up. Else, you can choose on backup specific users. So this option lets you to choose the users granularly. You can choose any number of users you need to backup and click on next. So next comes about a scheduling. How frequently you need to schedule a backup job. So right now we have a run daily option. So run daily in a continuous time will be there. And post we'll be having a major update, and we are planning to give a update on October end. So in that update, we'll be getting a different scheduling policies like weekly, hourly, and monthly as well. And I would like to inform the first initial backup alone will be a full backup, and all other backup will be a incremental one. And next comes about the retention. This retention is for versions of your OneDrive data. So you can store by enabling this, you can store up to 100 versions for your documents in your OneDrive. And coming to repository, we Rainbow support all type of storage devices like SAN, NAS, local drives, and hard drives. You can even pool them and keep it as a backup repository. So this is an option to create the repository. And next is the compression. By default, the compression is enabled. So clicking on next, give backup a name and click on save backup. The backup will be saved and it will be running. Okay, and coming to the recovery, you can see the list of backup jobs here. And here I have configured 2 backup jobs for the demo. For recovery, click on restore button here. So once you click on restore button, all the users you have configured for the backup job will be listed here. For demo, I have only configured 1 user. So I'm getting a restore button for the screen. And here I'll be getting 5 different options. So you'll be getting option to restore the complete mailbox. The included items are mail, contacts, calendars, and OneDrive data. So you'll also be getting options to restore the mails alone granularly, or OneDrive items granularly, similarly like contacts or calendars granularly. So let's assume that I'm going to restore the mail. Clicking on next, I have 2 options. So I can either restore as folders or I can restore as mail. So if I want to restore the complete inbox, or if I want to restore the 2 items in the inbox and the sent items, I'll be selecting the folder and selecting exactly which folder I need. So the complete mails in the inboxes and sent items will be restored. Whereas if I want to go for a particular mail, so in send inboxes, I want to go for a particular mail, I can even preview the mail here and then select the mail granularly and click on next. Then I have to give a description and then select the target. Here you can select 2 options. Either you can download as a PSD. The mail items will be downloaded as a PSD to your local machine, or you can restore the user mailbox. If you click on restore the user mailbox, you will be getting 2 different options. One is same user mailbox and different user mailbox. So these have different use cases. So the same user is for users accidentally deleting the mails, and if you want to restore the mail to the same user, then you'll be selecting this option. And this is for like employee who left the organization and you want to restore all the mailboxes of the employee to another employee in the domain, then you'll be selecting a different user mailbox and selecting a user. So in this case, user A mailbox items or whatever you are going to restore will be restored to the user B you have selected here. And clicking on a next, the restore will be done. And we also have a report section which gives status of the backup, restore, and the PSD download. So that's it. And for on-premise, we also have a cloud version. To log into the cloud version, you have to go for onlinebackup.rainbow.com. So you have to create a user ID and a password. And all the steps you see in the on-premise will also be there for cloud as well. So thank you for joining the session. As we are getting many number of questions, we'll be answering the questions separately and you'll be getting the answers for all the questions in the mail. Thank you all. Thanks for joining.